you need anything, sweetie? I am going to be making more donuts right here in a few.
Some people work their whole lives just to own their own business and put their own name on the sign out front. But Peggy Ann swears it was her husband's idea.
I see pie, I need you by my side. I wanna give you all of mine. Don't you know I love you so?
My husband named it Peggy Ann because he said it is yours and you're going to take it.
She says her late husband, Bill Arrowwood, was the original baker in the family.
He didn't want to be aggravated with phone calls, so he called it Peggy Ann Bakery. he didn't want to take the phone calls.
Their son Johnny was only 6 when the Arrowwoods, after working in other bakeries in other towns,
That's all he knew what to do. He'd been cooking and baking all his life.
moved to Greenville, where Bill managed a grocery store bakery. And Peggy Ann learned to decorate cakes, even taking a class from an expert.
She said I was very distinct, that I wanted it perfect.
That insistence that the product be perfect
If it wasn't just right, he wouldn't have it.
set the stage for opening day. In 1982, when the Arrowwoods opened their very own bakery, with Peggy Ann's name on the sign.
We've made 3 gallon, and Dad said, well, we'll make 3 gallon and we'll probably be selling donuts at 12 o'clock. Well, we opened up at 5:30 because people were at the door. And at 6 o'clock we were out of donuts. And I'm talking 50 dozen donuts.
37 years later,
1 cheese, 1 Boston, and 2 raspberry filled, right?
it's not at all unusual to go through 400 pounds of flour in one day at Peggy Ann Bakery.
Just for donuts. That didn't include any of our cookies or anything else.
That's Stacy Martin, Peggy Ann's granddaughter, and her husband Will. 3rd generation, all together, all still baking every day.
Our #1 selling item is probably the original glazed donuts.
They say, if you want a donut, go to Peggy Ann's.
People drive for miles to taste these treats, a demand for donuts and other sweets that led Peggy Ann's to open a 2nd location in Johnson City this summer.
I never did look at us as being a big town bakery. I always looked at us as being a good old country bakery. And the people would come in and say, no, you're not a country bakery. I said, oh, yes, I am.
Thank you, honey. You have a good day, sweetie.
If Bill Arrowwood were still alive today, Peggy Ann says she knows exactly what the man who dreamed up this donut dynasty would do.
He'd run in here and pat this on the back and tell him you done all right.
With a Tri-Cities original, I'm Josh Smith.